name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You are watching Treasures Made from Yarn, and as almost requested by K&K Crochet, they wanted to see a video of all my crochet hooks. Well, not only do I have quite a bit of crochet hooks, but I have knitting needles and Afghan hooks. Afghan hooks. So, anyway, I'm trying to think if I want separate videos for my knitting needles and crochet hooks and Afghan hooks, because I just got done recording the crochet hook one, and that's almost a half hour as it is, so I don't want to get anything too long. So, Afghan hooks and the knitting needles will be its own separate video. So, we're going to move over to a separate table to show you all my crochet hooks. So, let us go on and look at all my crochet hooks. Okay, so I'd start off with some of my plastic hooks. So you may or may have not known that I had served about 21 years in the Air Force, and that meant flying. I spent quite times flying in airplanes, but not for my job. I didn't, yeah, even though I was in the Air Force, my job, I was ground radio, so I had nothing to do with airplanes. But anyway, you know, I traveled in airplanes for either vacation or to get to my next assignment or whatever. And I got plastic hooks because I was pretty sure that I couldn't take the metal ones on the airplanes. So I made sure I went ahead some plastic hooks to have with me. And again, because I've accumulated over the years, some of these hooks I don't remember where I got them from. I have a couple of these blue ones. I don't know if you can see. Some of them are hard to see, but I think that says boy. That is an eye hook. You're going to have to let me know in the comments if any of these are vintage, but I know some of these blue ones. I like to work with some of these blue ones, but I have a hard time reading what they are, though. I don't know if you can get that. Yeah, if you can. Oh, maybe that's a G. I can't tell in the comments. You can see that? Yeah, I can barely read these, but. So this one says it's a size I. I have quite a few. It says I'm going to have a repeat of a bunch of sizes. This one clearly says that it's Susan Bates, and it's a P hook. Let's see, this one. This might be part of a set. This just says it's an N, I think. I think that says it's an N. Or 10. Oh no, it's a K. I'm sorry, that's a K hook. I'm not sure where this one came from. And I don't even know if there's anything written on it. Oh, no, I don't think there's nothing written on this one. Now the story is I personally had put some, was that washi tape or something? It's a size J. I marked this hook because I like this hook to make crochet hats with. So yeah, usually a size J. So I had marked this one. It says that this is the one I like to use for hats. Oh, here's another one. That is a size G. So this plastic hook is a recent acquisition from Michaels because it's one of them ergonomic, looks like it's ergonomically, I don't know, did I say it right, hook? I do know that this is a G, so this is recently new. Okay, so I got other, let's see, this is a plastic hook. Oh, it's a boy. Oh, a size S. I think I'm going to say that this is something I had acquired from my grandmother. This might have been my grandmother's hook. Yeah, I hardly use anything this big. But I think this might be the biggest hook size I have. And again, trying to find what it is on here, and I don't see any lettering to say what this is. But okay, maybe this one might be my biggest one. That's the S. next to, I think this is the last of my plastic that I probably had on hand, or I couldn't find, that I found. So out of my bigger hooks, I think I use this one the most. I mean, as far as big hooks goes, obviously I'll use like the H, I, and J through I, the ones I use the most of. So anyway, that covers my plastic hooks. And some of the, I guess I'll call them my oddball ones. This one was, you've probably seen in a most recent video. It came with one of my Temu yarn hauls. One of the yarns I bought came with this hook. And I'm starting to kind of like this hook. I wish I had them in bigger sizes other than 4 and 3 millimeter. I was kind of hoping that they'd be bigger, but I'm starting to kind of like it, other than when you work with it, you got a hook on both ends. So this one I had from before, and I'm pretty positive I picked this up while stationed in Japan. So I have 2 exactly like this. I have the other one in use making my t-shirt that I'm currently working on. Let's see, other hooks that I got that have one on each end. This is a wooden one, so I have some wooden hooks. It just says number 15 and number 10. Pretty sure I picked this one up overseas too. Yeah, it's bamboo. I used it a couple times, but I think I don't know if it's this one or if it's this one. One of these I can't really use because it catches on the yarn. Yeah, and I think, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it's kind of damaged on the end. So yeah, these hooks I hardly ever use anymore. This one I think is more for show because it's got this nice fancy design on the end, but yeah, I hardly use this hook. Let's see. It's Brittany. It just says it's a 4.5 millimeter, or it's a 7. Yeah, I hardly ever use the wooden hooks. Now this one it's a small hook. I would use this one a lot when I was making socks. If I wanted to crochet some socks, this is the hook I would use. Okay, so I'm going to put these away and move on to more hooks. Yeah, there's even more hooks that I have. So this one I bought at Michael's. It says it's a 5 millimeter. I am pretty sure this is an H hook, because I was like looking for ergonomic hooks, and I bought this one for this reason. Yeah, it's a crochet hook, and this one, I guess ergonomic. I never really have a problem ergonomically yet with any of my hooks yet, but I was just starting to getting more of those kind of hooks, so that's what this one is, and it's got the orange handle. Alright, so the set behind you I bought off Temu. Very pretty design. Again, was looking into that ergonomic hook. These, because Temu they just list it in millimeters, so that's 4, 6, this one's 6, 3.5, it's 3. Obviously these are not oh, I just noticed they also have it. I just noticed that they have the size stamped in the handle, not just written on here. Yeah, I just now noticed that. They're stamped in the handle. I immediately saw. Maybe they were figuring it over time this might wear out. Or maybe some people like Floppy, you don't see that right away. So these are very pretty design. That's 2.5. probably. So anyway, this, I will keep this set. I got a bag. I got a project bag from Temu. Actually, it's from my husband as a Mother's Day gift. So this set will go into my purple project bag. Alright, so yeah, I keep the next set in this jar. And this set, you probably have seen this set too. Actually no, VIP Cross Stitch had sent me these. Well, I picked them out, they sent me these. And what surprised me, because the VIP Cross Stitch is from China, these also have, they list what size it is. They list the letter, I'm sorry. They list the letter and not just the millimeter size. So these all got the wood handle and the ergonomic. So yeah, so we got a set of these. This is an H. It's a size G. Size J. Size F. Size I. Oop. Oh, we got a C in here. Size D. Okay, so it looks like we go down to a B, which might be, or 2 millimeter. And a size E. So probably use EF through I, probably, or even no, probably won't use the smaller ones as much as I would the bigger ones. So these will go back. Right now they're right now I keep them in a jar. I have a bunch of my hooks in some form of jar or another. Yeah, I know, we're still running. See, also this one, I have this big base, which I think I picked up among my travels while I was in the military. Very sturdy base. You know, I usually put flowers, but I got crochet hooks in them. Yeah, and I got all those in here. Alright, looks like the majority of these are foil hooks. Or boy. So yeah. This, what you see in front of you are probably the ones I use almost all the time. And I keep them in my vase. So there's an F hook. That's also a boy. This is, and also an F hook. See, you tell how many I keep myself. I got like, there's another F. Oh, I have a K hook. That was same brand. Oh, see, I have another K. I have another K. So obviously I have many duplicates. This is an I hook, which is usually one of my favorite. That is also a boy hook. Oh, look, I have another K. It's a boy. Now, usually all the ones this one looks particularly new. So I got a set of boy hooks for Christmas like 2 years ago. So some of these that look new, that look like they're not well used, are probably from that set. This one I think is different. That is a Susan Bates. And this is actually one of my favorite hooks. I don't know. I like this is one of my favorites. Actually, it might be. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is about this one. This one's my favorite. And I just noticed that it's not a boy hook. It's Susan Bates. So maybe all this time, maybe this might have been my favorite brand. I'll have to look through all my hooks. I never noticed the brands wonder if that's going to be my only Susan Bates one, because almost all of them are boy hooks. Well, this one I've been using a lot for my temperature blanket knob. My knitted one, obviously it's knitted, so why would I use a crochet hook? So I've been using, I make a chain as far as for a cast on. Instead of, I've been making a chain with this and then pulling up loops through the chain. And I've also been casting off with this crochet hook. Alright, here is oh, I got another G hook. Also, boy. Oh! Like, does any of them that look newer? Oh, this is a small one. I probably hardly use. Oh, 3mm. Oh, this one is. I wonder if this. See, I also have. I'll have to keep this one out for a minute because I have a couple also sets I got for Christmas. And, oh, I know what this one is. I know what this one is now. I think when I bought some yarn off Temu or something, I bought some yarn and it came with. Usually, sometimes it comes with either a hook. It might have been Amazon, the set from Amazon. That's what this is from. It came with like some stitch markers and some yarn needles, and I think it also came with a hook. That's why it just says, there's nothing else on the back, and it just says 3mm. Oh yeah, so yeah, this I'm now sure came from when I bought some yarn. I don't know if I got this one. Oh, I think I did. It's a G hook. Yeah, like multiple G hooks. See, here's another G hook. It's also from Boy. And you can tell this one's been also. It's a J hook, so yeah. Multiples. I think I need to rearrange it because I think I had this out. And was not supposed to have any duplicates in here, but obviously there's duplicates in this one. Oh, that goes back in the vase. Believe it or not, I still have more. I have another jar full of them. Alright, so this hook, also along the same lines, it's an H hook. And oh, there's nothing written on the back of that one. I don't know where this came from. But anyway, I'm using this hook for the Granny Square project. You've seen that's running, the make-along that's running from April through December. So yes, this is the hook I've been using to make those squares. And I might as well get some, okay, and also I'm in the process of doing a tutorial for these fingerless gloves. It's a hook in use for that one. I'm using a size G hook. Boy, so this looks like a relatively new. This probably came in the set that was new, but yeah, coming out soon. My fingerless gloves. It's a small shell stitch, and I don't know why I decided to do back loops, but okay, that's for another tutorial, another video. Forget that's over here. Alright, if you might notice in the background, I have brought another jar. Now, I think I should have a tutorial on how to make these jar covers. So, yeah, here's some more. Oh, and a plastic. Ah! Where did you come from? Yarn needle. I've been using them. I think this was my favorite yarn needle. It had been lost in the jar. Alright, put you aside. Oh, and look at that. I have another. How do these yarn needles get in the jar? I have a separate container for the yarn needles. Now that we got distracted. Yeah, this is for the yarn needles. Obviously the plastic ones, but the metal ones, they have a magnet on the inside, so the metal ones stay in there. Oh, sorry, bump camera. So yeah, this is definitely vintage. So I'm keeping my yarn needles in that one. This I believe had belonged to my mother. So anyway, we're here talking about crochet hooks, not needles. So I got some very vintage ones looking in this one. And a plastic one. I forgot about this plastic one. I only know. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is a size I. It just says 5.5 millimeter. I'm pretty sure this is an I hook. So yeah, this is a cool looking plastic one. This should be among one of my plastic ones. All right. So here's some more. Again, boy hooks. Another F. I have a Susan Bates. There's a Susan Bates. Size K hook. I wonder if they're lighter than... Not much lighter. They're lighter, but so yeah, this one's a Susan Bates. You're going to have to let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite. Oh, another boy hook. And another J hook. I think I was putting duplicates in this one, or not use. Oh, another boy hook. Another. Oh, that's an H hook. Oh, you can tell how long I've had that one. I think I got paint coming off this one. All right, this one I think is one that I have acquired. Oh no, it's a boy hook. One of those small ones. It's a B hook. I probably would use this more if I was when I was making socks or crocheting the socks. I would use hook sizes as small. And I got a metal one, which I think is one of the vintage ones I have acquired. I like that. It just says USA. I don't know if I can get that. USA, 15 cents. It's a size 0. Yeah, these metal ones I haven't been using. I'm looking at my metal ones. I thought I had more. Well, maybe that is all my metal ones. A size D hook. Boy hook. I would use these more. I don't do really much doilies in that, but these I might have used these for socks. Oh, I have another F hook. Maybe with, and then yeah, I think these steel set might have belonged to my grandmother. Yeah, this is a steel hook. This is a size 1. It just says made in the USA on the back. Oh, and it is a boy hook. Are these both the same? This also says 1 on it. Right, trying to get that in there. There we are. It also says 1. It's 10 cents. It's made in the USA. Size 1. Yeah. And I definitely do not use this one. I don't even know if you can see the hook on that. That is tiny, tiny. Yeah, I don't know if I can get... There we are. I'd do that. How tiny. I can't even see a hook. That is so tiny. Yeah, you can tell how tarnished this is. I can't even... I think it says 11 on that. It's 11. Yeah, this... Yeah, this, I wonder, this is... Yeah, that is tiny. I can't even fathom. I may have to, actually I might for funs and giggles try to use this one. It's tiny. I have to look this. I have to maybe pull out some like some sewing thread for that one. Alright, this one. I think again this is one of the hooks I mentioned earlier that came with a yarn set I bought either off Temu or Amazon, so that just says 2.5 millimeter and there's nothing else on it. Yeah, it may have come with 2 hooks, so this might be the other one, or another instance where I bought it. Oh, I have another H hook. Oh, hey, that's different. That just says Hero on it. Oh, yeah, let me know in the comments if you know that one. If you heard of that one. Okay. And it just says made in Germany. Made in Germany. Did I buy this when I was in Germany? That is a possibility. I don't remember buying. This is made in Germany. I've never heard of it. I have to like do a little research on this one. Another H. Boy hook. Yeah, it looks new. I don't know if this is one of my newer. It came out of the newer set that I got 2 years ago. Another steel hook. Double O. Made in USA, 10 cents. Oh. I says I used O, the steel ones. I used the O and OO. Size G. A. Oh, that's another steel hook. Size O. Yeah, that doesn't look like, see, that looks like, I don't know what steel hooks, that looks like that's almost, I would almost look at that as a, like one of the other letters, like a F, like a big D or something. But it's a steel hook, it's a size O. Alright. Oh, I have another Susan Bates. It says Mexico on it. And it's a size G, another G hook. Susan Bates. And another I hook. It's a boy. I think this is one of my newer ones I got a couple years ago. And I think I have one more hook that is in use. That is for my temperature blanket. No, temperature scarf. That's this one right here. That is a size E. Look, this is probably one of the newer ones. So we're using an E for my temperature scarf. And I believe that is all the hooks that I got. That I'm pretty sure that I have at the moment that are not lost or tucked somewhere else. So, oh, I got some crochet hooks in here. How did they get in there? Yeah, they got mixed in with my double pointed needle. So hey, I have another Susan Bates. That is a size F hook. Oh, that is a boy hook. Size J. I think this is one of the, this looks like it's still one of the newer ones I got. And this might have been it just says 5.5 millimeters, so I'm not sure where this one came from. I don't know if it was not in my recent yarn acquisition, but I have a 5.5 millimeter hook. And now I just, okay. So yeah, they all got mixed in with my knitting needles. I almost forgot to record. I have 2 sets of actual crochet hooks that I got as gifts a while back. Oh, you see double pointed needles in the background. That's because we are also in the process of recording my knitting needles. So anyway, I noticed that this, I was pretty sure that this came out of this set right here. And I noticed looking through it, I had an extra 4.5 millimeter hook. And this already in the set had a 4.5 millimeter. And I was missing a 5.5 millimeter. So yeah, I think I got this as a Christmas gift. They obviously bought this online. And these just list the millimeter. So pretty sure my extra, I'm trying to figure out where my extra 4.5 millimeter came from. Not sure, but it is definitely feels like it's a light, cheaper crochet hook. So anyway, I got this opened up this side. It starts, oh, I didn't mean to bump that, 2 millimeter. And yeah, I think I've used it because it's bent. You can tell how it is bent right now. And right now this was set in here. It goes from it goes in 0.5 increments. So I got 2.5, 3, 4.5, and it goes all the way up to 6.5 millimeter. And then on the other side, I got more crochet hooks. I think these are like our little steel ones for threading it, because it starts with 15 millimeter. It says 0 on the end, so I got, nope, it's 1 point. Let's see, 1.75 millimeters. And I got all these other steel. I don't know if these are in any kind of order. So these, I also got some really, yeah, some really small ones. So obviously I probably have used this side. I don't think I've ever used anything from this side. Oh. And that's all that's in this one. I'll probably stash this in one of our like other bags to go, but I also got this one. And I think in the front, I don't know if I got everything that's in here, but it has, look at that, I have like yarn needle, knitting, like a knitting gauge type that measures for knitting needles. This is also more used for knitting. It's to hold stitches on. Oh, I have a little counter in this one. I think I just throw in some other random stuff in here because I have this safety pin in another yarn needle. There's probably some stitch markers in here too. Oh, no, that's not a stitch marker. Like I said, I think I was just throwing random stuff. I got more yarn. Looks like they're mostly needles in here. Should have some stitch markers in there. If I don't, I should throw some in there. Put that back in there. So anyway, this opens up. These are at least like ergonomic hooks. This, the scissors. So that's gotten well used. Probably use the scissors more than anything. These at least are ergonomic hooks. And they just have the millimeter size. So this is a 2 millimeter. I might not have these back in order anymore. I think I was just throwing them randomly back in here. This one's a 4 millimeter. So yeah, I think you get the gist on this one. I think they just run, so far I see the highest is a 4. This one might be, I don't know if it's smallest, it's a 2.5. This one here might be my biggest. It's a 6 millimeter hook. I might grab this set out if I'm working on a pattern that lists the millimeter hook size and not necessarily the letter size. So, and there, that, I think now, almost forgot about these sets. It covers up my crochet hook. Okay. We are going back and forth into these crochet hooks and knitting needles. I was like about ready to start my double pointed needle section. I found another crochet hook. This is an E. It's a boy hook. So I hope this about covers up all my crochet hooks I have. So now let's finish up my crochet hook video. Alright, well, should our last be the first? Just when I thought I had all the hooks covered in the video, I have one more that's in this project. Probably more on this on my work in progress video, but this particular one is a size G hook. Boy, I think it's one of the newer ones, so. Alright, finally, this is it. This is all the hooks. If I find any more hooks, then it's not going to make it into the video. Alright, there you have it. So yeah, this I think is going to be a little bit long to do all my crochet hooks and Afghan hooks and knitting needles. So there'll be a separate video for the Afghan hooks and one for the knitting needles. So if you did like this video, please give it a like. Want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank you always for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye now.